You too. What it do? My fam. Welcome back. You know what the children call me? Cause look, you know what I'm saying? I gotta slow it down for the new family. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can start catching on when I start speeding it up. You feel me? But today we got the movie Starry Eyes. Now, Starry Eyes, this movie exposes everything from beginning to end. You see what I'm saying? Expose the blood sacrifices, the rituals, and the casting couch. Right? So this finna be a good one. It's finna be a long one. So y'all go ahead, get y'all popcorn, get y'all dinner. You feel me? Sit down, turn the TV on. You feel me? Don't even watch it on your phone. Turn your TV on. You feel me? And just chill and just watch this, cause this finna be a good one. So without further ado, we finna tap right in. We finna see what's going on. So the first thing I want to point out about this movie is the cover, right? So we have the movie Starry Eyes. It's the movie called Starry Eyes. And right here we can see that the star is upside down and not right side up. Now we already know what this means when the star is upside down. This is the Baphomet pentagram right here, right? So they know these things and they're showing you in plain sight. This is what this means. And then you see these people in the background with the hoods on. All black with the hoods on, just like Eyes Wide Shut, just like so many other projects, so many other artworks, so many other bodies of work. We've seen these people with these hoods on, so you already know who they are. They're partaking in some type of ritual, right? So this movie is about this girl named Sarah Walker. She wants to be a movie star in Hollywood. That's what she wants to do. So we start off the movie and she's in the mirror and she's looking at her body. You know, this kind of touches on like the insecurities of the people in Hollywood, right? Nothing's really wrong with her body, right? But to her, you know, she looks fat, right? Just something simple, but you know, something that has to be touched on. And she works at this restaurant. It's called Big Taters. So that's where she worked, trying to kind of like to give you like a backstory on, you know, she wasn't really, you know, she was struggling. You see what I'm saying? She was struggling. She was a struggling actress trying to make it big, right? So now you kind of see where we finna go with this, right? So continue. She's going to different auditions. She's really not doing too well, right? She has this little thing where when she gets frustrated, she pulls out her hair. That's like how she copes with like a stressful situation. So that's what happened when she went through this audition. She didn't really do too well, and she went in the bathroom and she pulled out her hair. Now the reason why I'm bringing these things up is it's gonna come back up later on in this film. Right. So she's in the house. She's in the apartment. She lives with her other friends that are also aspiring actors, actresses, writers, directors, you know, things of that nature. So she lived with about 5 or 6 other people in the apartment. You see what I'm saying? So she's in the kitchen looking up different what do you call them, man? Different casting calls, different casting. She's looking up different projects to audition for, right? So this project right here is called the Silver Screen, right? And you know, she's going to this party. Now these are her roommates right here that you're looking at, and this girl that's smiling in her face, this the fakest bitch in the whole movie, right? This the girl that's smiling in your face, you feel me? But really she hating on what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? And that's who she was right there. This her best friend. She the most supportive girl, the most supportive person in this whole movie. See what I'm saying? But these are her roommates, some of them, not all of them. This is her other roommate. He's an aspiring writer, right? He wants to be a famous writer in Hollywood. So all of these people in this movie, all these characters, they want to make it big in Hollywood. That's their thing, right? So now she gets her first casting call for the Silver Screen. So she goes to the audition and we got this fake ass wannabe Zac Efron. And then we got this other lady that looked like Droopy. You feel me? She looked like Droopy. But these are the casting. I guess you call them casting directors. I guess that's who they are. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she's in the audition and she's trying to impress these people so she can get this role. This is a lead role for a major film. You see what I'm saying? So if she get this role, this is gonna be her big shot in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? I gotta paint the picture so y'all can see it. You feel me? So moving on, so we got Zac Efron and Droopy. You feel me? They giving her the little lines that she's supposed to say, and like I said again, man, she do her lines, but it's like a little more that they looking for. You know, she not really giving them that it factor. She not giving them that oomph that they need. You see what I'm saying? That they looking for. So, you know, they give her the "we'll call you." You know what I'm saying? You ever went on a job interview, you know what I'm saying? They be like, "We'll call you." You know they not finna call you. You see what I'm saying? So she get upset because she already know what time it is, you feel me, when they say "we'll call you." So she go to the bathroom, and once again, she starts pulling out her hair. Right? Now Droopy come, she go in the bathroom because she hear the girl screaming, and she's screaming and pulling out her hair and things like that. So Droopy come in the bathroom and she's impressed by this. So now she sees that she got potential because she put so much energy into that. You feel me? So she was intrigued by that. So she said, "You know what? Come back in this room." You know what I'm saying? So she gets another chance. And they want to see her kind of like cause harm to herself. So they call her back in the room and like, do that again. Do what you did in that bathroom. And she wasn't really doing it. You know what I'm saying? She was doing it, but she wasn't really feeling it because she wasn't angry anymore. So it wasn't like that same energy wasn't put into it. So they really weren't paying no attention. Like, oh, this bitch bullshitting again. You feel me? So this bitch, like, it finally clicked for her. Like, look, this is my shot. This is it right here. This is what I've been waiting for. So she goddamn did what she had to do. So she started pulling out her hair, started screaming. The girl started getting impressed. She started looking up. They like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like they see she got something at this point. So she all on the ground, rolling around, pulling out her hair and things like that. And it almost felt like something was taking over her body. Because as she was on the ground, it was almost like she noticed herself like doing that, and she quickly got up and panicked as if that wasn't her doing that. So at this point, you know, now they like, you could tell the energy was different. The way they spoke to her after her audition, you know, they said, you know, we'll give you a call. You know, it was a different kind of, we'll give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that same little, you know, that job interview, we'll call you. You see them, that dry, you know, it was some energy behind it. So she knew she did good, right? So she went back home to the apartment, right? Now here's her supportive friend, right? She wondering, you know what I'm saying, did it go good? Did it go well? Oh, whole time, she didn't know that she did good, right? The girl, now she at work at the Big Taters, you feel me? And she get a phone call like, we need you to come again to the to part 2 of your audition. You see what I'm saying? So now she happy, you know, she getting her leg in the door, you feel me? So now she getting her head like juiced up, you know what I'm saying? Like she didn't even get the role yet, and she already quit her job. Like she spoke to the manager and she told him she quit. And if you pay attention right here, once again, we have the star upside down once again to represent the Baphomet pentagram. That was like a little subtle symbolism. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know if you didn't see it. But moving on, man. So she come back to the interview or the audition. Now pay attention to these colors. Y'all already know about the white, the red, and the black. So this is the white stage. So now she's in white because this is the beginning of the ritual. So this is how it begins. It begins in white. That's the purity. That's the innocence. So she has her innocence. This is the innocent girl that has nothing to do with the industry, She knows nothing about what she's getting into. So she's wearing the white. This is very important, right? So now the atmosphere of step 2 is different, right? It's the same room, but now the lights are dark. Now the camera's out and the spotlight is on her. So now it's a little different. They're gonna do a little something different today. If you can kind of grasp what's finna happen, then you already know what's about to happen. They showing you how Hollywood works. So this is step 2 of the audition. So they tell her, you need to take your clothes off. So she like, what? Come again? She didn't really understand what she said, what she understood, but she kind of like, hold on, did I hear what I thought I heard? And they said, yeah, take off your clothes. Like, bitch, you heard me. You see what I'm saying? This is how we get down. So, you know, she take off her top, thinking that was all, thinking the job was done. She like, nah, I said take all your clothes off. So she stripped naked. You see what I'm saying? She stripped naked. She take her bra off. You know, she got her tatas, her TTs all out. Feel me? You know, you gotta say certain words, you know, for YouTube purposes. But yeah. So now this part is very vital, right? Now as she's taking off her clothes, she's naked, and she's kind of like holding herself back at this point. As you can see, she's holding herself back in the beginning. And now these flashing lights, the thing about when you see a lot of flashing lights, it makes you very susceptible. It puts you in like almost a hypnotic state. That's why a lot of music videos, a lot of movies show you quick flashing lights, and it puts your brain in almost like a hypnotic state. Some people's brains can't handle that. That's why some people have epilepsies when they see these quick flashing lights. Everybody can't handle that same type of thing, right? So these flashing light, they taking very quick pictures of her. And in the movie, is very quick lights, like flashes. And as it's doing that, you can see someone in all black in a hood, you know, just like that, eyes wide shut. Though this is resembling step 1 of that ritual right there, because he's in all black in that hood. They just flash that real quick just to show you, just to let you know, if you know, then you know type of thing. But that was the only time you seen this figure was when the lights flashed real quick. The lights flashed again and it went back to her. You see what I'm saying? Now it's continuing flashing. Now you can see her kind of like it's something's kind of like taking over her. Right now she's getting more loose. Now it almost looks like she's getting possessed right here. You know, her eyes in the back of her head. But now she's getting more loose. You see what I'm saying? As it's flashing more and more, now she getting more loose. You know what I'm saying? She's starting to move like a stripper. You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? She feeling real sexual. You know, real seductive. You know, now she's embodied, you know, what she was here to do. You know what I'm saying? When at first she didn't even want to do it. But you see how quickly, you know, that changed, right? So, and then it flashed real quick, and it showed like demonic possession. So this is what was going on right here in this moment, right? So they flashed again, and it flashed back to her, you know, normal. So this was showing you subtly that something else was taking over her as she was doing these sexual gestures and these sexual emotions. It flashed again and it showed you this demonic. This was her, but it showed you her like a demonic possession taking over. Now I'll explain why in a second. So the lady, Droopy, she's very impressed by this performance, right? So she's like, you got it. Like, you got what it takes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got it. And the girl, she kind of snaps out of it. She's smiling, and then her smile kind of like fades away, and she looks at Droopy, and Droopy necklace, she has a pentagram on her necklace, right? And like I told you, The pentagram is used in pagan practices for witchcraft and demon, demon contact and demonic spirits, right? So that's what that pentagram is used for. Now, mind you, on the first audition, she didn't have that necklace on. If you noticed, the first audition, she did not have this on. And now the second audition, she has it on. And the girl noticed it. But she kind of shrugged it off and then smiled. You see what I'm saying? To like let it go, like whatever, it might not be nothing. But they made sure to show you, and they made sure to show you that it was something odd about that necklace. Even if you didn't know about it or what that pentagram represented, they subtly told you that something was weird about that, because they made the girl's face change when she seen it. You see what I'm saying? So if even you watching with the naked eye, it's telling you, they're trying to tell you without telling you that something is weird about this pentagram necklace. So as we move on, she goes back to the apartment. It's like a day has passed. She gets another phone call. Now she's at the next step, right? Past the audition part. Now it's something else that has to happen, right? So she getting dressed. Now pay attention. Like I said, the white, the red, and the black. So first she wore the white, excuse me. She wore the white. Now she's wearing the red. Now she's at the next step, right? So she's wearing the red. Now here's her friends. These are the people that she lived with. These are the rest of the aspiring artists, actresses, actors, etc. Right, that she lived with. And this fake asshole, she like, aren't you a little overdressed for this? You know what I'm saying? The girl Sarah, she told them about her phone call that she received. You know what I'm saying? She getting closer and closer into the door. She didn't really know the specifics of what she was about to do, but she told them like, yeah, I got this phone call. I'm about to go with the directors and meet them. You know, I'm about to meet with them again. You see what I'm saying? She thinking like it's another audition or something. And she like, aren't you overdressed? You know what I'm saying? That's all she did was hate. But little did she know. See, her right here is the perfect example of the grass is not always greener on the other side. So you always looking at these famous people. You always looking at these people in Hollywood and you like, man, they got so much of this, so much of that. And you don't even know what's going on the other side. You don't even know these motherfuckers got to do some whole rituals, sacrifices, and whole other shit that you wouldn't even want to deal with. You see what I'm saying? So her right here, she was the whole like example of the grass is not always greener on the other side. She was putting all her energy into hating on this girl. Whole time this girl finna get, you feel me? Whole time this girl finna go through some shit. You hear me? So moving on, she shows up to, she gets called to the producer's house. So now the producer calls her to his house, right? And now he's talking to her. So this is the producer of the film, right? So she didn't went past the audition. Now it's time for the real shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is what she doesn't know. She still has no clue what's about to take place. She just thinks that the producer wants to talk to her about getting a role in the movie, and all she got to do is just say, yeah, I would like to take the role. So he's talking to her like, you know, all the stars that have come through here, and I can literally make everyone. I've made such and such, such and such. I made this person a star, this person, and they were prominent people in Hollywood. So now he's reeling her in. You see what I'm saying? Because this is all she has wanted all along, was to become a Hollywood star, right? So, yeah, he's saying all these things like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, but it's one thing that you'll have to do. And she's still clueless, you know what I'm saying? She still don't know what the fuck going on. She just smiling, hee hee, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Whole time. And peep the pyramid right here. Peep the pyramid with what looks like the one-eye symbolism in the middle. It might be a little ball, but you know, it's symbolic to, I mean, what does that look like? See what I'm saying? It's self-explanatory. But like I said, you know, he's still talking to her, telling her, you know, all the sweet little nothings, you know, old girl in the room again, droopy, you feel me? And now, you know what I'm saying, he get closer to her. And he said, yeah, you know, this ain't all about just your talent. You feel me? What's up with that little thing? You know what I'm saying? He started putting his finger, you know what I'm saying? He tried to see what's up. Like, you know what you came here for. Like, don't act stupid. Like, you came here for one reason. You feel me? Like, cut the bullshit. And she actually declined. She gets up and she walks out the room like she's not with it just yet. Right? So she gets up, she leaves, she goes home, she cries because this was her big shot, and she found out that it comes with a price, it comes with a tag. Right? So she goes back to her job. She pleads the manager for her job back at the restaurant, because now she's about to just go back to her everyday life, right? So she talks to the writer that she lives with, right? The independent writer, you know, that's making small time movies. So he's telling her like, yeah, fuck them, like you don't need them. Like at this point, everyone knows that the producer tried to take advantage of her. Right, so now he's telling her like, yeah, it'll be all right. Like, man, fuck those people, man. Like, we can do our own thing. Like, I can make you a star in my movie. Like, it's like an independent movie, right? So it's not gonna go like, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a hit. You feel me? It's just like independent. It's like an independent movie. So, you know, she hearing them, but she like, as she's listening to him, she like, bro, fuck this shit. Like, I know what I need to do. Like, I'm not trying to live like this. I'm not trying to work like this. Like, I'm not trying to continue working at this restaurant. Like, I know what I need to do now. So she picks up the phone and calls the directors again. So she calls them now. At first they was calling her. Now she calls them. And they tell her, well, you know where to go. So, and peep the mask in the background too. Same mask that's in, you know, the Eyes Wide Shut, that the mask, you know, the mask that the dude with the all black with the hood on was wearing. You know, he wasn't wearing that same exact mask, but it's just funny that mask is on the wall, you know, because that's what they wear at these elite parties. They wear these masks. So now she got the heels on, she got the pumps, you know what I'm saying? She dressed to impress now. If she didn't already said no, now it's time to go. You feel me? She knows the assignment. You feel me? So she took the train, the subway. And they decided to show you that it's a full moon outside. Now this is very important. The fact that they decided to show you that it was a full moon outside. So what that means in satanic witchcraft, the power of moon magic. So these people do certain things on certain days for certain reasons, right? A waning moon comes after the full moon phase, where the shadow increases on the surface of the moon, and the moon gradually becomes darker on each day of its phase. During this time, spells of binding, black magic, and destruction are most successful. This continues until it's called a dark moon, when the power of destruction is at its metaphysical peak. The moon then increases, or is said to be waxing, until it is full once more. Moon magic that is cast on the full moon can help to represent a powerful force. So it's the strongest at its full moon. So they decided to show you this full moon because some shit about to take place this night, right? So now she's in all black. So we went from white to red to black. So this is when the oath is about to be taken, right? So white, red, black. So, you know, she knows what to do now. She knows what she has to do. So she gets on her knees. You feel me? So you already know what she finna do, you know. And as she's doing that, once again, he says that same phrase. He says, the gates are open, Sarah. All you have to do is do this, and the portal, something about a portal in the gate. I'll play what he said, but
the gateway is open, Sarah. All you have to do is be willing to step inside forever and never look back.
You can hear what he say, right? So letting her know that the portal is open. You see what I'm saying? Like this portal is open, and as he puts his hand on her head, right? And he has that same pentagram that lady was wearing on her neck, right? So he put some type of spirit in her body, and that's going to be evident later on, right? And once again, those guys in that black and all black with the hood and the mask, they come out again. So once again, it's telling you, they showing you that this is a ritual taking place right in front of you, right? Now remember that I told you that the dude had the pentagram. He had it branded on his hand, right? So the next morning she wake up fucked up, right? She can't, it take her a long time to even get out the bed, right? Because he didn't put this spirit inside of her, right? This demonic spirit he didn't put inside of her body, right? So she wake up real sick. She start throwing up. She go to work the next day at the restaurant. The girl slobbing all on the damn food. She like, her lips all crusty. You know, this not even the beginning. You see what I'm saying? It's finna get way worse, right? So she back at home throwing up. And she opens up they sent her a check. The Astros pictures. They sent her an envelope full of money. And now, first of all, that symbol that production company uses is half of the occult symbol. It's the same occult symbolism that Aleister Crowley uses, right? So if y'all know about Aleister Crowley, you know he's the reason behind the way they practice this magic. It's the same thing that they do, right? Now she opens the check. She got a lot of money, but her body is starting to decay, right? And the reason behind this is these people in these occults, they believe that in order to be reborn, everything has to die. Like your old self has to die. Everything you once knew has to come to an end, and you have to be reborn into a new person.
Kill your old life, Sarah. Bury it in the earth and join us in the sky.
So this is why that spirit that he put inside her body is causing her body to literally decay and deteriorate. So her hair is going to start falling out. Her body is just going to slowly die because they have to come close to death. They have to either come close to a near-death experience. Sometimes they symbolize them having a death, where some music videos, the artists will have themselves in a casket. They'll show it that way. Some of them will have like a satanic baptism. Some of them, they'll have them in a bathtub of blood. So that's showing you that they're being reborn. And in this sense, her body is literally dying, and she's going to become reborn. This is what these people believe in. You have to be reborn as a new person. So that's why her body is starting to die, right? Her old body, should I say. Right, so she looking crazy, looking fucked up. And once again, as you can see in the back, that black hood, that man with that hood, is the only time you see him in this shot. After this, he disappears. He was never there. It's not like, oh, it's a scary man about to come kill her. No, he just popped up in this little shot right here, and that's it. That's the only time you see him. So her fingernails start coming off, everything, bro. Just look at her, man. She looked like something from The Walking Dead. You see what I'm saying? Her eyes, she's starting to become blind. You see what I'm saying? The color in her eyes are going away. Her soul, even her soul, is just literally just eating away, right? Her friend, you know, the hater, she approaches her like, damn, bitch, you look fucked up, right? And she actually kills her, right? So this is that blood sacrifice that has to be taken, right? And it's funny because the first one that had to go was the hater, right? Keep the pyramid in the background too as well, the pyramid with the one-eye symbolism in the middle. So now she goes on a killing spree. She kills everyone in the house. She kills all her friends. Like I said, everything has to die from your old life, your past life. So she killed all her past friends. You know, she's becoming this new individual, right? So she literally kills everyone. The writer, she kills all her friends. Everyone that was living in that house is now dead. And now the man with the hood comes back out because the ritual is complete. The sacrifice is done. Sacrifice is complete. So he comes out and they take her somewhere, right? They take her to the woods, and now you see these rich, powerful people. Stay with me now. I hope I'm not going too fast. Nah. We're in the woods now. We're in the woods. So now these rich, powerful people, they're walking around in a circle. Here's that producer again. Like I said, it's in the middle of the night. Like I said, it's that full moon, right? So they doing this on this full moon. So they actually buried that girl, right? Because her body was dying. So they buried her in the ground under this pentagram. Keep the same pentagram once again, but they buried her under this pentagram, right? This is all ritualistic. Like I said, they have to synchronize death and you coming back out of the ground a new person. That's why you see a lot of artists, they'll say reborn or rebirth or something of that nature. They'll hint to them being reborn. That's why a lot of them dye their hair. They'll dye their hair a different color, you know, symbolizing that reborn state. So the next morning, she comes out the ground like a zombie. You see what I'm saying? But she comes out, her hair is all gone. Like I said, she's a brand new person. So she comes out the ground bald head, and they leave a gift behind. And it's that same symbol that was, you see what I'm saying, on that thing, right? And it says happy birthday. So she even has a new birthday now because she's a new person. This her coming out the ground represent her birth, her rebirth. So they tell her happy birthday. This is her new birthday. You see what I'm saying? So she gets back to the house. Now her best friend, the most supportive friend, was the last one to go. Right? So she sit there, peep all the masks again, peep the masks. So once again, now she laying down in the bed. Now she covered up under the cover, so she don't really see what's going on yet. So now she got these starry eyes, right? She even has new eyes. So she has been reborn into this person that they have molded her to be. This is what the industry does to you. This is why their image always changes. Watch them before they get famous and watch them when they get famous. They have been reborn into this new persona, into what the industry wants them to be. This isn't who they wanted to be. They not being who they want to be. They not wearing the clothes they want to wear. Lil Nas is a perfect example. But for all we know, he might not even be gay. He might can be under MK Ultra, and that's just his MK Ultra personality. You see what I'm saying? But he wasn't doing that before he was famous. Look at before he was famous. Look at him now. He has been reborn into this fixed persona that they have manufactured for him. They don't just get famous and say, oh, you know what? I got a better taste now. I got better taste. Since I got more money, I want to wear this now. No, this is what they're being manufactured into being, right? And that's what's resembled with her new eyes that she has. She has a new pair of eyes, starry eyes, right? So that last girl, her best friend, she kind of like kissed her, but when she kissed her, it was like the kiss of death. You see what I'm saying? Because she died after she kissed her. Like blood was coming out her mouth. Yeah, it was weird, right? Now she's dead, right? The last person that had her back, right? That last person that was involved in her past life had to go. So now she has been reborn. She is completely, she's been completely molded into this new person now, because everything in her past life is now gone. That job, her friends, you feel me? Even her body, her old vessel is gone. See what I'm saying? This is what this symbolizes. Look how quote unquote perfect she looks. Look how her damn head look like a perfect mold. You see what I'm saying? Look like a damn gumball machine. You see what I'm saying? Straight out the gumball machine. Like she like one of them Lindale chocolate. You ever had one of them white chocolate Lindale? You feel me? Where you unravel the plastic, bro. That's what she looked like right now, like a perfectly sculptured, you know what I'm saying, white chocolate truffle. You feel me? So yeah, like she's this brand new person. Now they gave her this wig. They gave her this wig to wear. You know, this perfect little wig. Now she's this perfect person. Peep the all black that she's wearing now. She went from white to red to now she's wearing the black. So the ritual has been completed. She is now, you know, this new person, right? And last but not least, the finishing touch, she puts on the same pentagram, and now she's one of them. Now she has become one of them. Now she's practicing the same witchcraft, the same black magic that they're doing, right? Now she has become their puppet. And this is the story of Hollywood, right? And this is how it ends, right? With those starry eyes. So that was that movie right there. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. If you notice some things that I didn't, or you have anything to input, you know what I'm saying, you are very welcome to do so. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that, man. Like that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood for you. They showed you exactly how it goes. So don't be surprised. See what I'm saying? But that's it for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing like y'all been doing. Y'all been going crazy. I appreciate y'all so much for all the support. I'm out.